this situation, because as I said, it's not good for myself, and it's not good for the people who I live, who I have relations, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Again,
Hi, guys.
hey.
Sorry for the delay. We had a little situation in the other room. I brought with me Laiane. Laiane
Hi.
doesn't know a lot about English, so she only speaks Spanish and Portuguese. So I brought her here to listen and to try to share as much as she can share, okay? But maybe she cannot share with every question we have here. And I just ask you guys to be patient, all right?
Ok.
Laiane, eu disse para o pessoal que você não fala muito de inglês, então toda pergunta aqui que a gente fizer e você não entender, eu te pergunto se você quer responder ou não quer, tá? Pode ficar bem à vontade. E aí, se você quiser se apresentar para a gente em inglês e quiser ajuda, é só falar. Fala para a gente aí o seu nome em inglês, a sua idade e aonde você mora.
Vamos lá. My name is Laiane. Ai, meu Deus. Eu tenho 22... Ai, gente, eu não sei falar inglês.
That's okay. I am 22.
I am o quê?
I am 22 years old. Eu tenho 22 anos.
I am
22
years old.
Isso.
Live, jogou live Salvador.
Okay, so you are from Salvador, Bahia. Nice.
Sim, I'm from. Isso.
Você consegue entender o que a gente fala um pouquinho ou nada?
Algumas coisas, quando eu entendo que é pergunta, né, que eu, senhor, coisas assim, que eu estava estudando mais cedo sobre como fazer pergunta, como encaixar, alguma coisa sobre o verbo to be. E algumas coisas assim, e alguns vocabulários que eu acho que são mais communication, acho que é comunicação, então assim, eu vou entendendo algumas coisas.
Beleza. Como eu te falei, essa imersão ela tá um pouquinho mais avançada para o pessoal que é bem básico. Mas se você quiser, eu te encorajo muito a ficar e ouvir aí, pegando aí o feeling de como que funciona. Eu mandei no chat as perguntas que vão guiar essa imersão. Fica à vontade para ler, manda no Google Tradutor para você entender sobre o que a gente está falando, tá bom? E se tiver alguma dúvida, me fala. Eu não sei se vai ser tão produtivo a gente ficar parando todas as perguntas e respondendo e tal, mas se quiser pode marcar um horário comigo depois que a gente tira suas dúvidas. Pode ser?
Beleza.
Até para não prejudicar todo mundo que veio aqui para falar durante 1 hora. Show?
Sim.
Então tá bom. Então fica aqui, qualquer dúvida me manda no chat, abre o microfone, fica bem à vontade. E acabei de colocar essa live no YouTube, então vou falar em inglês aqui para a galera do YouTube que está assistindo.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Hi guys. Hi guys from YouTube. This is a speaking immersion about non-violent communication. We're going to talk in English for the next half hour here. We have Maria, Richardson, and Laiane with us. So if you have more questions about how to improve your English here on Talk and Talk, go to talkandtalk.com.br. Okay, so let's begin with the question. I don't know where you guys stopped. Did you guys answer question number 1?
Yeah, we answered them number 1.
Yeah.
Let's go to number 2
Do you
then.
want
Please,
answer?
someone.
Okay.
You guys can go for this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Maria, do you want to? Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I lost the questions. Can you put again?
I'm putting it again. Do you have the questions, Richardson? You can read
Yes,
and
I
answer.
have. Do you usually not engage in discussions or say when you are not satisfied with something just to not displease others?
Okay.
So, in my case, in my real life, I think sometimes I'm not saying what I'm thinking, you know, about something, Oh, depends of the context, depends of the person that I'm talking about, depends of the place that I am. But I usually to think about what I need to say, what the consequences that I will say, and I usually decide to not say for not the person angry or displeased, and it's the other question that I put in my therapy because sometimes I hide my real thoughts. But that's it. And you, Maria, in your new case.
Oh, I want to be more intelligent, smart, communicating my feelings because it depends a lot of my mood. If I am really angry, I just say everything that I have in my mind. It doesn't care if I'm just saying stupid things. I'm just expressing in a negative way. But as we are talking, I'm trying to get better in this in this point of my life, and my therapy is helping me a lot because I am I'm reflecting more about my feelings and how to express it to the others.
Yeah.
And you, Sarah?
Well, yes, I usually do not engage in discussions. I always keep this for myself, my feelings. It's not good. But since I started my relationship with my boyfriend, which is about 3 years ago, I realized that he is the same. So we always kept informations about ourselves that we don't like about our relationship, about each other. And this was not good for us. So I've started to speak more and to say more what I don't like. But if I am dealing with somebody with an authority, for example, my boss, I usually don't say what I feel. I always don't say what I feel because I'm so afraid of being punished. That's bad, but I have to improve that.
Yes, that's so in this question, that's the why I'm always trying to communication in a violence way. To say what I'm thinking, but in a no violence way, because I usually hide for me. But sometimes I feel very, very, can I say, very very close in my feelings, because I don't know how I can express this, because I feel, oh my gosh, I will disappoint someone, I will make someone angry. But yes, I'm trying to overcome.
Nice, guys. Let's go to question number 3. Thank you guys so much for helping me today.
Oh, so Maria, do you want to read?
Yeah, sure. How is nonviolent communication different from regular ways of talking when discussing sensitive or emotional issues? Well, I think the nonviolent communication is a good way to express what you're feeling and don't hurt the other person, because sometimes what you're feeling, maybe the other person is feeling too, and you never know if you don't talk and if you don't try to express it in a way, in a good way. Like you said, example, like you said, Sarah, your relationship with your boyfriend. If you never talked about your feelings, you never know what each one was feeling, was thinking about the relationship. You know, I think the non-violent communication is a good opportunity to you build a good relation with the others, not only romantic relation, you know, because when you're talking about violent communication, about communication at all, we always remit romantic relationship, but I think in many spaces we have to communicate very well. Like you said too, Sarah, you don't have you don't feel free to talk about everything you think with your boss, for example. And I think the non-violent communication is good for that, because you can express more confident what you are feeling, and don't feel that you are affecting the other, you know. But I think I need to improve this aspect in my life, because I sometimes I feel like the Richardson said, I keep for me a lot what I'm feeling, but when I am overwhelmed with everything, I explode, and I know it's not a good way to communicating my feelings, you know. And you, Sarah, tell me a little more about yourself.
Yes, I think nonviolent communication for me, I started to read the book Nonviolent Communication a long time ago, because my shrink, my psychologist, my therapist, I don't know the name, she advised me to do that, because my mom always had this violent communication towards me, you know. It's not her fault, it's just how she learned to communicate, by screaming or telling me to do things, and not realizing that she was hurting me, you know. And I always suffer with that, and I didn't like this way of communicating with people. So I think nonviolent communication is a way of letting people be comfortable by telling you their feelings. And I wanted to be comfortable to talk with my mom about my feelings, but I was never comfortable. So I wanted to provide that to other people, you know. For me, that is the difference. We are talking about question number 3, right?
Yeah, number 3.
Oh, I was afraid that you guys were in question number 4. I'm like, what?
No, number 3.
All right, guys. Just a minute. I was talking to Layani on the chat, and she told me that she's studying psychology. Is that true, Layani? Do you understand? Let's go. I will speak very slowly. You
Yes.
told me on the chat that you are studying psychology. You are making the psychology course. Is that right?
Sim. Yes.
Do you like it? Do you like or not? Do you like the psychology course? All right.
Sim.
How long have you been studying? Quanto tempo? 1, 2, 3 years.
Não. 2.
2 years. Nice. Have you ever heard of this theme, nonviolent communication?
Não.
Você já ouviu falar nesse tema? Comunicação não violenta?
Sim.
Sim? Você gosta, então, do tema?
Tem um curso, não tem uma comunicação não violenta. Assim.
Nice, nice. So I hope you improve your English very well, so we can repeat this immersion.
Yeah.
A gente repetir essa imersão e você participar com a gente, você dá os seus inputs, tá? Por favor, volte.
We will have a therapy moment with Layani.
Yes.
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 All right, guys. Let's keep on with question number 4.
Okay.
Maria, can you please read, or Richardson, whoever?
I will read. How does nonviolent communication relate to emotional intelligence, and how do they work together? Yes, I think it's really relate because when we talk about nonviolent communication, we need to remember some ways to say the things, uh, to remember about some aspects of the ethics aspects and moral aspects, and always remember, I think the first word when you talk about nonviolent communications is empathy. So I think we need to have emotional intelligence, because when we surrounded about our feelings, your sensibility, we usually don't think. We just say, or we just say, or we just hide the feelings. When we put the emotional intelligence, I think we can like management these all feelings, and to think about the aspects of the non-violence way to talk, and to think about the other person, that were them what them they are, how they are feeling, you know and I think the both aspects are together. We need to study. I think we need to study. It's not to say, oh, I will communicate in a non-violence way. We need to share. Oh, we need to search about it. We need to share about this subject with the other people, for us to bring in our mind, to get in our mind, and to use in our daily, in our routine, in our relations, and I think it's the 30 30 meeting that I'm having about the nonviolent communication, and I think it's a subject it's always necessary to keep talking about, because like your mom, Sarah, we didn't learn it. We didn't teach about this when we were child, you know. So nowadays we have a lot of information. We have internet to a lot of people talking about, people that study about this, and I think that it's really important always to talk about, for we use this in a intelligence way, in a smart way.
Nice. And I also think that we have to study about this to learn how this is going to work, but also to practice a lot. And
Yeah,
the weird thing is that the practice is the hardest part. Sometimes I feel like I didn't learn anything. But when
yeah,
I look to the Sarah from 5 years ago who cried in every discussion, nowadays
yeah,
I can sit with my mom and not cry and just tell her how I feel and listen to her and understand that sometimes what she's telling me is not what she thinks about me, is what she thinks about her,
yeah.
And I have to translate everything that she's saying to me because I know her past, and I know that I cannot be violent with her just because she was violent with me.
Yeah, that's it. We need to cut
Yeah,
this line,
The cycle,
it's a
yes.
this cycle. Yeah, this cycle.
I I agree with you guys. It's a everyday exercise. We have to practice every day, and sometimes we will fail
Yes.
because we are human beings, and
Yeah,
sometimes we don't control everything, you know. But as like you said, we were not teaching to how to communicate our our feelings, how to express our emotions. And today I see that people are more interested in study and to know more about themselves and to get better emotionally. A lot of people that I know is looking for a therapy, is looking for books to improve their the thoughts, and I think today the things are gonna be better than before. And as like you, Sarah, I didn't have a good relation with my mom and with my parents at all. But today, I feel more confident to talk about what I'm feeling. But because I'm doing therapy and I know what can affect me and what can't, you know. But sometimes I feel she needs therapy too, of course. And
Yes,
that's it.
guys. People usually don't change, so we have to change from the inside to deal
Yeah.
better with people. Let's go to question number 5.
Maria, you can?
Okay.
You can?
Yeah, sure. How can non-violent communication be introduced in educational settings to promote better communication and conflict resolutions among the students? Well, today in Brazil, it's necessary to teach about uh, emotional education and in the kindergarten. It's like a law. I'm not sure, but I think it's a law that the emotional education should be must be included in the kindergarten since the kids are really young. And I think it's the first step. Children, no matter their age, I think they can learn more about their emotions. They can express about how they are feeling, and how I said, no matter the age, I think as soon as possible, it is included. It's better, you know. And I think we will avoid teenagers with emotional problems when you do that, because I don't know, but I feel that the children and teenagers are more depressive, you know, in these days. Maybe because they don't feel heard, you know, they don't feel I don't know, they don't feel confident to tell what they are feeling, and they don't have a comfortable place to share their feelings. So I think if the emotional communication, the nonviolent communication is being included in schools, it should be good for the future. We will have more confident adults, you know. What do you
Yeah.
think, Richardson?
So I think it's a big challenge do this, but I think we need to change our structure of the schools. Like we need to have more psychologists inside the school, not just teachers, but specific professional that talk about the mind, about the feelings, because it's a challenge for the teachers to teach the others, you know. So and sometimes they usually do the activities of a psychology, like, but they don't have a specific education for do this. And I think we need to put more professionals in psychology in the structure of our schools. I studied in a school when I was in the high school that we had psychology available for us, close to us when we need. We go to have some meetings to schedule sometimes, and we always have some lectures about the psychologists, And I think we need the first thing that we need it's to do this. I know that it's hard because we are talking about like public schools and particular schools, and mainly in public schools there are a lot of schools that don't have nor like beauty structure, you know, when we are talking about the human resource. But I think we need to always we always talking about this since the childhood until the teenage time, like the elementary, from the elementary to the high school times until the college, to mainly in our professional lives. And I think it's very important to start doing this because, like as we said in our our speakers, we didn't have the opportunity to talk about our feelings when I was in the school. We don't teach it about this in our in our family. And nowadays, we are having a lot of like depressive teenager, depressive adults. I think mainly about a lot of informations that we have, but we need to choose the better informations, the great things that are available for us to overcome that situations. So it's hard because our lives it's so hard. Always everyone are like trying to overcome some challenge, you know, some feelings, some no some horrible things. But we need we need to have ways, you know, since when we was in the elementary school, and when we were in the childhood time. And that's it.
Nice, guys. I think for me, I would add like a discipline for in kindergarten, in high school, to teach people how to communicate better and how to understand their emotions or something like that. All right, let's go to question number 6. From this question on, we have like some situations and we can say, how would we react to this situation, you know? Richardson, can you please read and answer?
Oh, sorry, can you repeat, please?
Yes, I can. Question number 6, can you please read and answer?
Okay. A team member consistently misses deadlines, affecting the overall progress of a project. How might you use nonviolent communication to discuss the situation with them and find a solution together? Oh, yeah. I leave this all the time in my routine. When I'm doing some project and when I need to request the deadline for someone. And I think we need to put the truly things in the table, like the true things in the table, like, oh, why like why we didn't get the deadline. How can how can I help you? Or how we can what we can do to overcome this. I think we need to put the oh my gosh, the difficulties, you know, to write the difficulties and to think about, oh, how can I overcome this? So what are you feeling about this, you know? And I think it's necessary to talk, to align, you know, and to be truly. I think the truly it's the main word that you need to use in this situation. And I think we don't it's not good to judge. It's not good like to be angry, you know. We need to keep the calm and to talk, because the thing is not it wasn't done, and we need to done together. How we can be together to do this, you know. And I think sometimes I do this, trying to realign, re to align in some deadline, the other deadline, and to say, in my case, when I can't, um when I can't to do the deadline, I saw I have this difficulty to done, and that's it.
Nice one. What about
And
you,
you,
Maria?
I think Richardson said important, brought to us an important point that is a problem that affects everyone, but maybe the person who the member who is affecting and he's not delivering their job is facing some problem, you know. Maybe the person is not dealing with something, is not dealing with the job because he's facing some problem in the personal life, you know. And I think I know we need to separate, but we cannot ignore that it can affect the professional life too. So as a boss or as a professional in a company that works with persons, I think it's important to listen what what is the problem, how the team can help you, the person who is facing this challenge, and without judgments, you know, because I think it's important to build a good environment, you know, mainly in the workspace, because uh, the the person don't feel alone, you know, don't feel insecure about their job, and that's it. I don't know exactly because I'm not a boss, but I think it's a good way to begin a good conversation.
Nice, guys. I think for me, I would say what is bothering me and how I feel when this person misses the deadlines and everything, how he affects me. Not just to blame them, like you guys said, but to tell him how I feel. Let's go to our last question. Let's do it this one quickly because I'm bringing the other people back, okay?
okay?
Let's go to question number 7. I'm going to read it and then Richardson answers first and next Maria.
Okay.
Okay.
Your partner has a habit that bothers you, such as leaving dirty dishes around the house. How might nonviolent communication help you address this without resorting to blame or criticism?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Maria, can you start?
I don't know too, because I face this problem.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
I try to tell her, my wife in this case, because she faced this problem, you know. She really don't like to wash dishes, and I try to tell her that it bothers me because I am a person that I am very organized, you know. Organization is better for me because I am also an anxiety person, so everything needs to be organized for my life works, you know. So I try to tell her that it's my way to not be anxiety, you know. It's my way to feel better, and sometimes it works, sometimes don't. It's relationship feelings.
Yes, I leave this in my routine. I should I should to say, oh, do your activity, do your task, but truly I keep my mind closed. I hide what I'm thinking, and I will do. And I will do. I mean, I will do
Yeah,
the
me too. Me too.
is the reality. But I think I need to say, I need to express what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about. But that's it. It's not easy to have a non-violent communication. It's not easy to express our feelings. But as you said in our meeting, we are trying to study, we are trying to practice this, to put in our daily, in our routine, and to have great relations.
Nice. Thank you so much, Richardson. Hi, guys. Welcome back. How was the meeting in the other room? Did you guys got to answer all of the 10 questions? I think Rebecca was in the room too, right, Rebecca?
Yes.
How was it? Did the other guy went away? Did you guys got to answer all of the 10 questions?
We answer 6 questions. 6 questions.
Nice.
We are talking a lot. And we received the message to back to this room, and that's it. We finished.
Okay. Thank you so much for letting me know. What about you guys? Juliana, how was the conversation in the room number 3?
We answered the 5 questions too, and it was very interesting because we share our thoughts about nonviolent communication, and it's very important to introduce in our daily, our routine, and in emotional intelligence, and that's it. It was amazing to share with Joyce, Sonia, and Celia.
All right, guys, thank you so much for sharing this immersion with me today. I'm sorry if this was a tempo corrido, forgot the word in English, but we have new people today. I got a little lost, but everything went nice. So you guys have a nice week. I'm gonna send you guys here on the chat the survey link so you can evaluate this meeting. Please give me your honest opinion. I don't like to be elogiada. I just like to hear the truth. I like to know what I can improve, all right? Please be honest and non-violent.
Non-violence way, yeah.
I'm good. Okay.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a
Thanks so
nice
much,
week.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was great
Bye.
time. Thank you, Sarah.